Alrighty then, welcome everyone to my first ever live stream here on YouTube. I have no clue what I'm doing, so I apologize for any mistakes I might make, or if the audio is not fine or whatever. Today we are basically, what I want to do with my live streams is I want to go through some of the latest YouTube creator news. I want to check out some latest AI tools. I actually found this one tweet on X today, and I am mind blown by this one GitHub tool post. It's a free tool for everyone that basically can create unlimited amount of videos for you for free using free APIs, so you don't even have to pay anything. And I already test run one video and it worked pretty well. You just need Claude or any LMM like Codex, or Claude would work the best. I think you can run it without using Claude or a Codex, but for me it was the easiest to use Claude since I have subscription to Claude. So I will check that out. Maybe I will create videos from this live stream. That's basically the idea of the whole live stream. I want to create content here and be here because I always find excuses why not to film a video or why not to make some sort of content. So live streaming might be a great way for me how to do it. Yeah, not sure if I will do it right. Whatever, who cares? We'll just go with it. Right. All right. Hopefully the music is not too distracting. Hopefully. But all right. I will head right to this new tool, or this tweet that I found today. I don't know when it was published. I don't know if this is the original person who posted it, but here's the tweet. Let's read it. This is absolutely insane. It's coming from Antonio Rodriga. A Chinese developer just released a free tool capable of automatically creating videos for TikTok, Reels, and YouTube Shorts. It's called Money Printer Turbo, and it's already surpassed 100,000 stars on GitHub. Here's how it works. You input a topic or a keyword. The AI generates the script, narration, and subtitles. The tool finds the visual material, edits the video, and delivers the final result. Everything happens in a single workflow. This is pretty incredible. I mean, it's like everything on YouTube, everything AI related, it's a stick with two ends, right? So it's great that we have these AI tools that we can use as tools, but at the same time, for sure, since this tool is coming out on GitHub, a lot of people will start pumping out, even like YouTube is already filled with a lot of content, right? With a lot of AI slop, with a lot of faceless slop, with a lot of misinformation. And this is just gonna skyrocket that whole effect. And a lot more people will be able to post this type of stuff online. And it's crazy that this tool is it's not AI generated videos. So there's no Gen AI involved, kind of. Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe kind of it is, because it's using text to speech. So there's some sort of a Gen AI used there. Also, the AI writes the script, but I think you can input even your own script. So basically what this tool does, let me see if I can find the GitHub post, and let's open it. Oh, they even have an interface. So yeah, I don't know. I used it on Claude Code, and I will keep using it on Claude Code, but it basically puts together all these free Chinese AI tools and creates videos from scratch till the finished product. It can do 9:16 and 16:9, so it's not only short form content, you can make long form content with it. And why I love to do it with Claude, like in Claude Code, it's the easiest way to test out any new tool. You basically give Claude the GitHub address or the README file from the GitHub project and ask it to run it or to figure it out. So you don't even have to know how GitHub works or how any of these tools work. You can just ask Codex or Claude to do it for you. And yeah, it's quite incredible. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try it once again. I already made a video. Let me see. Here's my Claude Code, and it created a video. I asked it to make a video about a topic. So that's all you have to do. This is all I did. Look at my text here on Claude Code. Can you read this GitHub and learn how to use this for a workflow? Use this skill. And I asked it to create a video with the topic, what happens when you quit smoking. Just a simple video topic that I wanted it to make. And it made the full video. It made it 67 seconds long with English voiceover, subtitles, and music. And also I connected Claude with Pexels, which is a free stock footage site. And it has an API key, so you can connect it easily with Claude or Codex. And it basically gathered all the footage that I needed for this type of video. So let's watch this video first. Let's see if it loads on the screen. It's really simple. I don't like the voice that it used, but I think I will work with it and see what I can do. Hi, Agils. Hi, Rhino. So this is basically what it made in like 5 minutes.
Than you think. 20 minutes after your last cigarette, your heart rate and blood pressure begin to drop. Within 12 hours, the carbon monoxide in your blood falls back to a normal level, so your cells finally get the oxygen they were missing. The first few days are the hardest, because nicotine withdrawal peaks and cravings hit hard, but they fade. After 2 weeks to 3 months,
might be related to something I'm going through.
And lung function climbs.
Not going to say anything.
Within 1 to 9 months, the coughing and shortness of breath ease as tiny hairs called cilia start clearing your lungs again.
All right, so you understand the gist of it. It's super simple, right? I asked Claude, I actually didn't use any of those Chinese LLMs to write the script. I asked Claude to write it for me. What I said to it was, can you be the LLM? He basically asked me, because on the GitHub, it basically says that you got to choose one of these providers to provide the script. But I asked Claude to do it. And what I did was write the script, gather all the footage from Pexels, used Edge text-to-speech. It used this voice, which is not my favorite. It's like so 2022 AI voices sounding like, but you can also use 11 Labs, which would make it so much better. And you can connect 11 Labs as well to Claude and just do it automatically. But what I'm gonna ask Claude right now is, how can I go ahead and pick a different type of voice? So let's ask Claude, how can I change the voice to a different one from Edge TTS? It also added a random background music. I'm not sure where it gets that from. Probably it's from the same source as the voiceover. So let's see. I think that's the only thing I'm missing here. I want to have a different voice, and I want to have like upgraded captions. Which I know that Claude can do, so I will ask it separately again afterwards. So here we go. I have some choices to make here. You just pass a different voice name, the format, female or male, appended exactly as listed below. No API keys needed for these. I wonder where I could listen to these voices so I can pick and choose. Okay, let's do a British male voice for this video. Change it to this voice. Also make the video, let's try, so Claude makes it in 16:9. And can you figure out a workflow to add captions with hyperframes? Let's say in the middle of the screen rather than bottom, with, let's choose a font, Poppins font. Let's try this simple prompt and let's see what happens when we do. And also today, I think I'm gonna react to a couple of videos, just because, I don't know, the first live stream, I don't know what to do. So I have a list of videos that I want to react to, so I thought maybe I will do it on live stream. And I would suggest any new content creator or any YouTuber to start doing live streams if you struggle with content creation, because at least in the live stream, you push yourself to actually do something, and then you can either clip it out, make shorts out of it, or make a standalone video just from clips from your stream. So it's a win-win situation. So I would highly suggest that. Okay, let's see if Claude can make. So right now I ask it to make a long form video, 16:9, with captions made on hyperframes, which is gonna look a lot more cleaner than what these example videos do in from this GitHub tool. Let's actually watch some let's watch some stuff that this tool has made already. You have some 9:16 examples. So it's all Chinese. It's a Chinese developer that put this out there, but you can turn all these videos in English for sure. Okay, let's not listen to it because I don't even know. Yeah, it makes clean videos. I'm not sure. I don't think the tool itself is connected with Pexels. I think it uses something else. But yeah, you can connect it to 11 Labs, Chatterbox, whatever tool you're using, and it's connected to a bunch of AI generative tools, which I asked Claude not to do because I don't want to generate any AI videos. I just want to see what kind of videos we can make with just this free tool. But it's pretty cool because it's like a full workflow. You just have to type in the topic and you basically get a video ready within a couple of minutes using Claude. So you don't have to have any of these. I know that there's a bunch of these Faceless YouTube channel tools that people promote that cost around $200, $300 a month to use. And they basically do the same thing. They capture footage from stock footage sites, bring it all together, add some music, add some same type of text to speech. So those sites pretty much are obliterated starting today because you can do it completely for free. let's actually check out the how much usage is Claude doing. So with making these videos, so 2 videos right now, it's used 12% out of my 3-hour session limit. So it's not that bad. So every 3 hours, like this is not the, this is just the pro plan, like the $20 one. But basically every 3 hours you could probably make at least 6 videos that are at least minute long or more. And also, as I work on this workflow with Claude, it's gonna consume less tokens every single time. So it's already rendering the final MP4. That's exciting. Okay, let me actually try. I have never done a live stream on my school. So what I'm gonna try to do is try to put this stream in my school community. So maybe someone can join from there. Let's see. Comment below if you're watching this after the stream has gone live, because I think I'm gonna keep it public. For anyone who's wondering, yes, you should try to keep your streams public, since that all of that counts towards the watch hours that you need on YouTube. So let me put in that I'm live right now on school. Let me actually get some info for the description right here. Okay. Okay, let's see if that helps at all. All right, so here we have the final video. It's ready. So it used the new voice that I asked it to. I also want to go and... What was the site? What was the free site? So I need to go on Edge TTS and search the voices, so maybe I can give a better input later. Like, what kind of voice do I want? We have all these choices that we can make here. And it's completely for free. You don't even have to have an API key, which is great. So you don't actually connect your account or card towards this process. So what it did, it ran the process as usual, subtitles added, combined the assets, and it used hyperframes for the subtitles, it looks like. What I'm interested in, also downloaded the font that I asked it to download from Google Fonts. I'm curious, how is this gonna look like? Because it basically converted a short form content into a landscape 16:9 type of video. So let's see what happens.
Your body starts repairing itself faster than you think. 20 minutes after your last cigarette, your heart rate and blood pressure begin to...
Okay, so actually it made a completely different video, which is nice. This is exactly what I wanted it to do.
drop. Within 12 hours...
Of course, the voice is horrible. I don't have an 11 lab subscription at the moment, so I can't really use it.
The first few days are the hard...
You can just imagine that you can add any voice here from 11 labs.
After 2 weeks to 3 months, circulation improves and lung function climbs.
So the subtitles look a lot better than the first version.
Breath ease as tiny hairs pulled cilia start.
I would go ahead and ask Claude to have less subtitles on screen at the same time, so less number of characters for each line. and maybe only have one line at a time, or you can even do word by word on screen, depends on the video you're
After
looking for.
1 year, your added risk of coronary heart disease is cut roughly in half. After 5 years, stroke risk can fall toward that of a non-smoker. After 10 years, your risk of dying from lung cancer is about half that of someone who kept smoking. And after 15 years, your heart disease risk looks a lot like someone who never smoked at all. Quitting is hard. But every hour counts, and your body is already on your side.
All right, so that's pretty much it. How long did it take? How long was it? I think it was, 5 minutes in total. So for a 1 minute video, you're gonna look at 5 minutes of Claude work, and also the usage is not too bad. It's not too bad. And also, once you develop a workflow, once you develop a system, you know your fonts, you know your style, you know how you like the pacing, it's just gonna be a lot more quicker. So that's pretty cool. And it saves it on your computer. It's pretty much almost like it's slop for sure. This type of AI, like it's not AI content, but it's sloppy. It's something that you could have seen on many Faceless channels, I think a couple of years ago. But I think if I work on this system, I can make it look better, make it feel better. For sure, you need 11 labs to connect it to Better Voices. Maybe there are other free text-to-speech models that I could use that would be better. I think Chatterbox is free, if I'm not mistaken. Is it from Hugging Face? Chatterbox. Yeah. So you can use Chatterbox. I'm not sure how Chatterbox compares to 11 Labs, but I mean, I think it's free, right? Yeah. But probably if you want the best results, it would be with 11 Labs. So this is interesting. I'm interested in following along what this tool does. Maybe other people will change a few things for the Western world, because yeah, all of the tools there right now are connected to Chinese AI tools, but you can easily switch that if you use Claude Code or Codex. And yeah, that's a simple tool how you can anyone can start making faceless YouTube videos for free right now without any subscriptions needed, which is good and bad at the same time, right? And you can use this is not only for YouTube, you could use this for any business. If you want to explain some sort of a product or idea, you can like give your own footage to it and ask it to make videos about it. Also, I think I'm gonna make a video about this, but like Claude is getting ridiculously good at editing. I have connected my Claude to my Premiere Pro. I can ask it to do whatever I want there. I'm usually asking it to, if it's a podcast or something, to trim out, cut out all of these mistakes, add captions, sort of all, yeah, stuff like that. My latest shorts on this channel have been edited by Claude. So I think that's pretty impressive. All right, let me go ahead and react to some videos that I have lined up, and we'll see where we go from there. Also, how do you like my big room? This is actually not a real room. I was a little sneaky. Well, you can see a lot of mistakes here, right? Like the image ends here, but I was recording videos in 9:16, so I turned my camera in vertical mode, and I realized, okay, so for a live stream, I should go and make a 16:9 layout. So what I did was generate the rest of the room. I didn't do it well, as you can see. Like you can see some mistakes made here on the borders, but overall, it's pretty incredible what you can do now. That you can get pretty creative with some of these tools. All right, where do I have the videos that I wanted to react to? Let me see. So the first video that I want to react to today is from the owner, or the channel owner, of Snoozerian. Is that how it's called? It's basically one of those sleep niche channels where they talk about history, they talk about what topics. Actually, let's search it up on YouTube before we watch the video from the owner of that channel. He basically just published a video 3 days ago about how he uses AI tools to make it. Let's see if I can find it. So this channel, if you have been on YouTube, if you have been looking up some faceless YouTube niches, you have probably seen this channel. It's earning around 3K a month. I think it's earning a lot more. He's gonna go into it because he's also on Spotify, which is an interesting thing that I don't see a lot of content creators talk about, where you put either the sleep niche type of content into Spotify, or your podcasts into Spotify, or your music into Spotify, and actually diversify your income sources, so you're not earning just from YouTube but from other platforms at the same time. So let's see, some of their popular videos had, it's not that big of a channel. There are a lot of bigger channels, but I feel like this is the one that stood out the most to me. It's been, what's the oldest video? For how long have they made videos? So only for a year, this guy has been making videos. I think at the very beginning, these videos were super boring and simple edited. It's something like the Claude tool that I just showed you. Claude could make these sleep videos easily. If you connect it to a good voice model, I wonder how many tokens would it eat, but you could connect a script like this, an hour-long script, and ask it to make a video like this easily.
The world of pirates, not the.
So these are one of the first videos that he made. He basically had an image slideshow, which is not really recommended, especially these days. I think these type of channels are usually getting demonetized because there's not a lot of movement. But at the same time, this is way better than what other channels did a year ago, where they only had one picture or a few pictures and they didn't even zoom in. Snoozatorian did like add some overlays, add some zoom ins, but then he went into this boring history for sleep type. His thumbnails completely changed, or maybe they didn't change, they have always been the same. And let's see when he switched, or is he making the same type of videos still? Oh, he is. Interesting. So these type of videos are still working. I had no clue.
Hey guys, tonight we're stepping into a world.
So he has some AI generated videos.
And marriages arranged with all the tender romance of a corporate merger. The Gilded
and this video,
Wedding.
Okay, it's published a day ago, so it has below 1,000 views. Let's see how he's doing lately. 1,000 views, another 1,000, 4,000. So the videos are not so great. The views are not so great. Maybe a couple of thousand, I would say 2K is what he receives for each video. But you got to remember, if you post a video every single day and it receives 2 or 3K, then, you know, after a while, that all calculates together. So probably monthly. Let's see if vidIQ is giving me any information about his monthly views. In the last 7 days, he got 100K views. So that's pretty good. But the videos are extra boring. I thought that he switched the, not that he switched the niche, I thought that he switched the editing style to make it better, but it looks like he's just making some videos at the beginning So the video
Sink at
starts
10 at night.
with AI-generated footage
Victorian
as
dinner.
videos.
Crisp white linen.
But then let's see, a minute in,
Which of the 11
and these are
forks was
only AI-generated images with the fire embers overlay that he had for a year. Super simple videos. Not sure if he's writing the script with AI. I believe he is, because you can't write scripts for 2-hour videos every single day. So let's look at his video that he made just a few days ago. Hey, level tapped. What's up? Let's look at the video he made a couple of days ago, where he kind of goes into the behind the scenes of how he makes 30,000K a month on YouTube with AI.
This is how you can scale to a $30,000 a month faceless YouTube business. In this video, I will be learning you how you can diversify yourself against YouTube inauthentic content, how you can make your channels more safe and secure so you can monetize AI content without running into the issues. So first things first, this is my YouTube channel called The Snoozatorian, and on my YouTube channel, we post videos about sleep stories for people to fall asleep to. And this is one of the
Yeah, I would for sure fall asleep to those videos. We were just watching them. Yeah, they're as the thumbnail always says on his videos, a boring history for sleep. It's not just boring history. I think the video is boring, so that's why it's easy to fall asleep to.
Mechanism.
I got Razer Siren V3 Mini Mercury mic to do voiceovers over my gameplay. I kind of sound far away. Any tips of make it work? Depends on what software do you use to record the audio. Just boost up the mic. I don't know. I don't have the Razer Siren mic. It's a USB mic, right? Or you have the XLR version. I think it's USB only, right? Just boost up the volume and make sure whatever software you're using to record the video, that it's actually picking up the real microphone. Because sometimes if you record with OBS, maybe the default microphone on your system is your computer, like some other microphone, and that's why it might sound like you're far away. Also, make sure that you're pretty close to the mic. Don't leave it, like if I put my microphone really far away, it's gonna sound like I'm far away. And
that you
I'm
see
quiet.
in place. And it's actually my channel intro. I paused it at a very beautiful moment in this case. And you can see that there is a person behind it. In this case, that's me. And the reason that we have this channel intro is...
Yeah, this is also interesting that a lot of faceless channels, what they did is start making these... So basically, YouTube never said it out loud that they're removing channels like this. They never said that they're against channels like this in particular, but they want to see real people, real humans behind videos. So if a channel starts to look like it's all being created by AI tools and it's automated, then yeah, YouTube is going to take it down if you don't prove that there's real humans behind the scenes. So what I have noticed, a lot of these channels have these welcome videos, usually unlisted. They're on the homepage only. It's a channel trailer that you can add to your channel in your YouTube studio. So basically, whenever somebody new comes to the channel, you can look up the video, and this is going to be the first video that gets played, and I think it even auto plays. And what they basically do is just say, "Hey, I'm this creator. I'm making the type of videos." They give some random reasoning behind it. They say that they want to inspire people or do something like that, or help them with something with these topics, which is kind of funny because at the end of the day, all of these videos the scripts are AI generated. So what is exactly your inspiration or your thing that you help with. Of course, you put those videos together, but okay, let's listen to his reasoning.
Is to give it a human feeling. We will soon even adjust the banner to reflect this as well and promote more heavily towards, which is my first tip for you, to Spotify, which is one of the ways you can diversify yourself from having one source of revenue.
So this is interesting. So he's talking about diversifying on Spotify. He's also, okay, so let's go back. He is talking about making these AI channels look more human. And I wonder what's going to happen when every single AI channel is going to do that. I have even seen, I need to look those channels up, but I have seen AI faceless channels that are fully automated. They go on Fiverr, they hire someone to be the spokesperson for the channel, and give them a script of this type of welcome video to read. So I don't know. I don't think this is really going to help long term, because if all of the channels, all of the AI channels will start to have these personas that appear on screen. Some AI channels even have people reading off the script, even though it's AI voiceover. So in some channels, I have even seen people putting themselves in a lower left corner or something while the script is playing, just so it feels more human. Like, it doesn't really, but okay.
Never be reliant on one source.
And then he's going to Spotify. And Spotify, I know right now, is trying to fix this AI issue as well. I don't think they're really interested in fixing it because it brings a lot of money to them with music. But also, you got to remember that podcasts and all sorts of content is on Spotify. So it's not only music right now. And if a lot of these channels are going to go on Spotify, of course, Spotify is going to start cracking down on them as well. Or at least what I think, in my opinion, is AI music or AI content in general should receive lower ad revenue, I think, than a human-made product.
Like my dad always used to say, if there's 7 horses racing, preferably you bet on all 7 of them, because if one breaks their legs, that's not an issue. You still make money. And that is the goal that I also have with my YouTube business. I don't want to be reliant on one YouTube channel, on one mistake from YouTube's AI banning me for inauthentic content. So how do we also avoid this? We do this by actually responding to comments, engaging with our audience, by creating promotional content, by playing into trends. As an example, now it's 11th of July, actually 7 days ago. We also did a promotion for, in this case, the 4th of July. So
it's also interesting that he recorded this video over a month ago and only now is publishing it. So that's interesting. I wonder if he, yeah, of course. Okay, so he was building his academy or his course that he's selling now. That's why, that's why the video is here. Yeah, a lot of viewers have to understand that whenever somebody's promoting Faceless YouTube on YouTube, or showing how to create these channels, the biggest revenue source for them in most cases is courses or some tools that they're selling. So you got to be careful when you watch these tutorials and get into a niche where the people might not be interested in you actually succeeding, but you buying the tool or using the tool. There's a lot of tools that these people promote that you can use to create these videos. So
7 days ago, happy 4th of July.
But these are good tips. Yeah, you should do promotional posts. You should talk to the audience in the comments, figure out what they're interested in.
This shows that there's a real human team behind this. Yes, this image is AI generated, but still we're consistently engaging with our audience. We want to make sure that they're, in this case, fan of our content, that they keep coming back. And 50% of our audience comes back regularly. And that makes the content a lot more safe. And in this case, what we've also done is we're not just posting about one timeline. Yes, I could make a whole separate channel just talking about the 1950s, but the problem there is, in this case, is that it's not going to be safe. Why? Well, it looks repetitive. Every single title will be the same, and we're not doing that, as you can see clearly right here. Here we're talking about ancient Egypt. Here we're talking about 1980s America. Here we talk about clothes in Versailles.
Yeah, I remember like a month or two ago, YouTube started, or people started speculating that YouTube is banning channels that have repetitive content, or And I mean, they are doing it, but in repetitive, they never really explained exactly what it means. There's some gray area in there. So when it came to thumbnails, a lot of people speculated that you shouldn't make thumbnails, or you should not make templated thumbnails or thumbnails that look alike. And he's speaking about the fact that he's changing topics for every single video. They're not from the same timeline. So when he's speaking about, I don't know, ancient Britain or Britain in the past, he's not going to make the same video next time. He's going in a different niche and so on. But the thumbnails look the same. And I actually enjoy when channels brand themselves around their thumbnail style. And they have, you know, when you look at these thumbnails, you know where the video is coming from. What's the channel? So,
if I pronounce that correctly. Here we talk about the completely normal days during Edwardian England. Here we talk about Elizabeth. Here we talk about the 1990s. So you can see that consistently we're switching up the topics stuff. Yes, it gives us a little bit lower views. Yes, we could double down heavier on our top performing videos. But once you scale up above $10,000 a month, the most important thing becomes insurance. It becomes making sure that your content is safe. That's why if you scroll further back down, you will also see, in this case, we post twice a day, but you will see a video here with the Q&A where I answer questions. Once again, what we call this is a thumbnail disruptor.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And also, wow, they're posting twice a day. Twice a day, 2.5 hour video or 2 hour videos. Yeah, no human could do that. YouTube, yeah, I don't know what's up, but
making sure that, hey, there is an
of course it's automated,
actual
like you
face
can't
behind it. There's a brand behind this. Now we recently got 75,000 subscribers, or we'll almost hit that. So we're going to make a 75,000 subscriber special, and then we'll have the 100,000 subscriber special. And this way, we're still consistently personally engaging. And in this case, what is also very important, and what you might have noticed in the community posts, is that we're also heavily promoting our shows on Spotify. So why are we doing this? Well, let's have a look at my channel.
All right, views, 600K, 7K subscribers in the last 30 days, 23K revenue.
Dashboard. And here you can see in the last 28 days, we got over 647,000 views. And that generated us 23,440.
Well, let me bring my calculator. I can't do calculations today in my head. Let's do some math here. So let's say 650K and divided by 23, let's do 23,000. I doubt it. $28 RPM. I'm not sure, maybe these are Canadian dollars, then it would be still super huge. For 1,000 views they received, I don't know if, did I do my calculations right? I think I did. So for each 1,000 views this month, they have $28. That's incredibly huge RPM for this type of niche. I'm skeptical about that.
48.
I totally believe they faked it. I have a feeling too. Or maybe they have changed. I don't know what other currencies work with dollars, because you can change your currency on YouTube from US dollars to Canadian, but Canadian is not that big of a difference. It's like a little bit. Maybe there are some other currencies that I don't know about that look the same as dollar, but this seems sus.
$8, which gives us an RPM, in this case of...
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I was $10 off, but not even in the right direction. It's even more than $27. It's $37 RPM for sleep niche. Of course, you got to understand these videos are 2 hours long. Might be because the videos are 2 hours long. So if people are watching them through, I'm interested in seeing if he's going to show his average view duration, because if a lot of these people are watching through the whole video, then sure, you could get these high RPMs, because the longer the video, the higher the RPM. But
of $37,
Still, that
which,
seems
by the way,
insane. Some even fake their statistics just to make people buy their courses. Yeah, that happens a lot. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier, that you got to be careful when. And also, just like, let's remember, if somebody's making with their sleep channel, with their AI channel, that doesn't require a lot of effort to make, if they're making 100K a month or so, they're not going to be telling you about it on YouTube. They're not going to show you a tutorial. I made a tutorial about the channel that I made that only makes, and then showing you that it only makes $100 a month, and that's it. Sure, you can grow it. You can grow it to a couple of thousand, but not like 23K. What the heck?
by the way, is crazy high. And here you can see also how much our brand has grown. We went from $10,000 a month to $22,000, $23,000, $25,000, and almost $27,000 in a single month. So why is this title called $30,000 a month business? Let's go ahead and show you the sauce. And the sauce is re-uploading your existing library onto Spotify.
And wait, there's more. They're not only getting money from, so they're diversifying their income, which is like smart. I'm not talking about faceless channels or AI channels. I'm just talking about in general, everyone should do it. If you make that type of content, you can cross promote anywhere else. But they're also making money on Spotify. And look at the RPM on Spotify. $99 per 1,000 streams. What?
And as you can see right here, in April, we only did $627. In May, this became $3,400. And then in June, this became $5,200.
By the way, this is diabolical. Who is listening? Well, maybe someone is listening to 2-hour-long podcasts on Spotify. Because like on Spotify, you get ads every, is it like 5 minutes? So these people are crazy, but like these graphs look okay, but the numbers are like, I never knew about how much actually you earn on Spotify. So this is kind of mind blowing.
Giving a total of $32,000 in a single month from AI generated videos.
I also wonder, I guess they publish the same videos. It's not an audio version. They also publish the videos there, but yeah.
And it shows you that there's a huge opportunity right now as an arbitrage on Spotify. And it's not just on Spotify. We're also on Dailymotion, Amazon, and a bunch of other platforms. Why? Well, it gives us more income streams. And what we also want to do is we want to diversify in our income. That's also why we are creating an e-guide called The Perfect Housewives of the 1950s. Like, how should you be taking care of your husband? Why do we do this? Well, our audience is between 45 and 65 and older, and it's 80% female. And if the females like...
That's, by the way, the main audience for this type of content. Older people that maybe they don't care that it's AI made, or
the traditional ways. They probably like the way that this ebook will be written. We also have a separate channel, a relatively smaller channel. It's kind of dead right now. It's called Mom's Good Kitchen. And we have 3 cooking books. Well, these cooking books we can still promote on the Snoozatorian because it talks about recipes of the 1950s, 1960s, 1970s. And this way we can generate a couple $1,000s in extra revenue. And this way we're not reliant on one income stream. And that's why we keep sending audiences to Spotify, to the other platforms, to make sure it's safe. And then the biggest secret sauce, if you want to run sleep channels and be able to monetize them, you need to make use of what is called a managed CMS. You need to use owned and operated YouTube channels. And these are pretty much channels given out by a CMS. In this case, CMS stands for Channel Management System, where the channel is created within a company. And this channel pretty much is not affected by the automatic AI programs of YouTube. It can only be demonetized by...
Yeah, this is a topic that I have heard about as well, where a lot of these AI channels are under a company that owns a bunch of these channels. And that company basically gets the ad revenue and then separates it for the creators. But I'm not sure. I don't think there's enough evidence out there to say that it protects them. It looks like it. It looks like it, but I wouldn't be... If anyone's creating channels like these, I wouldn't be rushing to join any company and go under them
by a manual
right away.
demonetization and not by an automatic demonetization. They have a higher trust score, and this allows it to operate safely. That's pretty much the key point of this video. That's how we went and built a $30,000 a month business from a simple AI YouTube channel. If you want to learn more, you can...
Yeah, that's a good question. If someone, and probably there's a bunch of like these type of channels, I think you could find hundreds of them out there, but yeah, I wonder how they're doing, because I don't believe it's
a free discovery call,
the company
with the
thing
link in the description,
that protects them,
to inform more about our one-on-one coaching. We've helped a bunch of people build up crazy results when it came down to this. And Spotify, we blew up with this about 2 months ago, actually. And in this case, we also already had an interview 3 months ago with Boyan and Vuk, which I highly recommend you to go ahead and watch. Is this interview? They made over $250,000 in 9 months with YouTube automation and found a secret hack. And here you can see that 3 months ago, March 23rd, we were already talking about Spotify, meaning if you got in early, you were able to get some phenomenal results. And here you can actually see in the results, the 7th of July, and Paul says here as an example, so with us working with one...
Yeah, about that. I don't know how much they charge. They probably don't show it on the first page when you join. Yeah, you got to go through a call, and then they're going to ask you if you're ready for like a 4-figure investment, a 5-figure investment.
Menno, we found out
don't worry, you're going to get it back.
About Spotify, and already have...
The courses are usually like super expensive on these type of groups.
Channels. The second one just a few days ago earned over $1,500 in just a partial.
But at the same time, I'm sorry. Like if you need a course, like if you look at these videos and you decide to pay them 4 figures or whatever they're asking to join a course, how to make it, like the videos are super simple. What they can teach you, maybe they can grandfather you in their like companies, so your channel goes under them instead of you owning it personally. So maybe then if it works out that YouTube protects them that way, then sure. But like, you don't need to buy a course. Like this is content that anyone can make for free in either by themselves or fully AI. I just showed at the beginning of this live stream, this tool that came out a day ago, that these videos could be pumped out easily by Claude. Like that.
And right now the RPM is $60
without you touching a video editing software at all.
And rising. And as you can see right here, just in the first 4 days of July, they made $600. That's an extra $150 a day. That's an extra $6,000 a month. And here you can see June, they made $1,500.
But Spotify is interesting because I always thought of Spotify as this music platform. I know that people put podcasts there, but I never heard that a sleep channel niche would go into a on Spotify and put their videos there. That's kind of smart. It's good to diversify your income that way. And there's a lot of listeners on Spotify, so if you can get that audience, sure. But are people really listening to these 2-hour-long sleep videos?
And here they have, once again, that's the same. Oh, this is actually the second show, where they are almost doing around $35 a day. So once again, in total, that's $185 a day. That's almost $6,000 a month exclusively from Spotify. And it's growing. That's the great part about it. And if you scroll up here, you see Vuk with some Spotify results. Here, 2,700, 7,300, and 6,800 with a couple of Spotify shows. Eric, who joined the 100K club, because what we do is we do YouTube first, Spotify second. Because on YouTube, there's a lot more traffic. For instance, tutorial, we're getting 20,000 views a day on YouTube. We're getting 3,000 views a day on Spotify. There's a big difference in those numbers, but the numbers are worth more on Spotify than they are worth on YouTube.
Yeah, the RPM on Spotify was insane. He had $99 RPM, which means per 1,000 listens, he gets $100. That's insane.
YouTube. So by combining all of this audience, we make more money and we push it further. Here we have Sabi, who's actually promoting e-guides through his YouTube channel. This is what we know as the...
Like, it's all cool. I don't hate on these guys. Like, business is business. They know how to make money. I'm never sure about all these course creators that sell their courses and show these outrageous results from their clients.
The
that
VidRush strategy. We use an AI tool to
I don't
produce
know, it
videos
gives
for
me an
us
ick,
in
kind
niches
of.
where people have a
You can promote it, you can sell a course, you can promote it, that's fine. But like I have seen so many of like all of these faceless YouTube gurus are always
specific problem,
blasting
and we
these
offer
crazy
them the
results. I know it works. I know.
Technically speaking, with all honesty and
I know that it
transparency, the
works.
same
That's
for the
why they're
coaching
doing it,
business. A lot of people, they want to make more money. They even have money saved up. They have investments, and they want to invest into YouTube automation. You want to automate.
All right. So the rest of the video is just talking about his course. So half of the video was just that. But interesting points that he shared about faceless YouTube situation that we're in, about how people earn money, how much they make. I really like the fact that they go on Spotify. I like that he touched upon also these type of channels. Even if you're not monetized, you can still sell digital products, ebooks, or whatever guides that you have. Sure, maybe some people will buy it. As he said, the main audience is 47 to 60-year-olds or something. But yeah, when you're earning 100K, or how much is he earning? Also, let's do some calculations about his analytics here. So how can I calculate? So if he got 650K views, I want to divide it by 557,000 watch hours. So his average view duration is 1. Oh my god, I'm bad at math, guys. Like, oh no, is it 1.1? No, it's not 1 hour, right? It is. Average view duration 1 hour for all of those people. Yeah, I'm really confused. How can it earn so much? Also, I know that these quick channel stats from vidIQ, they're awesome, and most of the times they're showing the right things. But for example, for some of my channels, they also underestimate the monthly earnings. But are they underestimating the monthly earnings by 10 times? Not so sure. So I don't know. Something's up. Something's fishy about that. But either way, yeah, this just goes to show that, yeah, sometimes, I don't know, some people don't have to put a lot of effort on YouTube, and you can make it. If you know the right tricks and strategies, you can make it with videos like these to the top and earn 30K a month easily. Even if the videos from the surface point, it looks like they're flopping, right? 1K, 2K views, 1K view. It's not so good. But if you're pumping these videos out twice a day, as he said, then sure, those all add up. And as we saw, he has like 600K views per month. And that could be true. That could be true. So yeah, I don't know. I'm shocked that YouTube is demonetizing and deleting channels or banning channels that are in the animation niche. But then again, we have channels like these with photo slideshows, 2-hour long photo slideshows that are earning 30K. That's all you need. I'm also interested why all these channels just make AI images or AI things, because like you can use stock footage for a lot of these things, right? If you're talking about kitchen gadgets, then actually show me real kitchen gadgets from the 1950s instead of generating it with AI. But I don't know, that's just me maybe. Anyways, so we're gonna see a lot more of these channels pop up real soon on YouTube. Also, the views are gonna go up by Monday because YouTube is changing how it counts its views. interesting times to be alive on YouTube, to be honest. Interesting times. Yeah. Yeah, and the Spotify part was interesting too, because I guess this is the only niche though. I wonder what other, I'm just thinking about what other niches could work on Spotify. Because you can easily, actually on my Caravelle music channel, I also signed up for Spotify creators. It's super easy to start there. But yeah, you need enough content, right? So I only had like one podcast episode that I published, and I never continued the podcast, so I never went back to Spotify. I don't even think it received a view there. But to go on Spotify and get 50,000 streams a month, those are pretty crazy earnings. Like, I don't get it. The RPM on Spotify is just insane. I thought his YouTube channel RPM was insane, but Spotify is even crazier. I think that's even like, that would be the best niche to go in. Go make sleep videos. Don't even bother on YouTube, although probably a lot of his Spotify listeners are coming to Spotify because of YouTube, but that's the only smart takeaway from this video. We should try something on Spotify as well. Let's not forget about other platforms. It's easy to complain and try things on YouTube. Maybe it's good to diversify. All right, let's see what other videos that I have here. All right, I have another interesting video. Like, I have this folder of watch later, and I'm collecting videos on YouTube like I'm collecting Pokemon or something, and I'm collecting it so fast that it's like my full-time job. So I'm gonna watch another video on this live, and then probably I'm gonna end it. This was my first live stream. I have no clue what I'm doing. I don't know how I want to do these live streams in the future, but I realized that I will not make content. Otherwise, I will always find excuses. So when I do a live stream, I can't find excuses. I'm live, so I gotta do something. And maybe later on I will repurpose the video in some ways, so that's a win-win for anyone who's on YouTube. So if you haven't yet, go give it a try. Go live streaming a try. All right, let's watch the next video, which is called I Have Been Banned on YouTube, which is going to be an interesting video, I believe, to compare to, because we just watched a video about a fully AI made channel that's making 30K a month. And then we have real creators that are getting demonetized or banned. For what reason? We'll see.
Hey there, Mike. We're just friends on the internet. If you haven't seen me here online for a while, that's because I've been banned on posting new videos here on YouTube. And I'm not gonna lie, as someone that posted on this channel for almost 10 years, and this is kind of a really important channel for me in a way. It's
10 years. He almost has 1 million subscribers. Let's go check out his channel before we dive deeper, because I'm interested. It looks like he's an app developer. Talks a lot about JavaScript, design. I think the latest videos I saw that he's reviewing some AI tools. So overall, educational video. Good stuff. Oh, nice. Ranking the best image formats. I will watch that later. But let's see why he's banned on YouTube.
It's really upsetting how the situation went off with YouTube and everything. So I'd like to share that with you guys. So this started about 2 weeks ago, where I essentially had a video to make with Hostinger, which are really cool partners of this channel. Shout out to Hostinger.
I actually checked out Hostinger not a long time ago, and I made my website on it. Yeah, I couldn't decide what type of where I want to build my website, so I choose Hostinger because it was really cheap, and yeah, it actually works if you want a simple website, I guess.
But we thought about making a cool video.
If you can also make a complicated website, but anyway,
building out tools with AI and then internal tools as well, and how I'm using that for my game and stuff like that. So really,
he's
like
a game developer.
Programming content on YouTube, right? I don't really swear as much on the YouTube channel anymore or anything like that. No crazy content, but I might just change my mind. Fuck it. I might just go on the dark side. But yeah, super simple, straightforward video. I upload it on YouTube, have it scheduled, and I usually like to let it sit there for an hour before I hit publish. This usually does two things. One is if you hit publish immediately after you upload it.
Sure, that's a good thing. If you upload a video, don't publish it right away. I usually can't wait an hour. I usually do it within like the next 10 minutes, but you gotta wait for the copyright thing to clear up and to see if you get any automatic claims or something like that. So just so you can clear that up before it goes live.
Upload the video, you might get a lower quality version first, which kind of sucks. So I like to wait until it's like the whole 4K is processed, but you also get to see any restrictions. So if you did like a copyright strike, right, or you broke any of their TOS, that gives you the information there as well. So I wait, I let it, perfect. As soon as I hit publish, not even 5 seconds later, the video gets taken down and I get a warning on my channel saying that my content is really, really super duper dangerous and it should not be on YouTube. Now, do you want to find out what part of the video is dangerous? Yeah, well, me fucking too, because they don't say anywhere. You look at the...
Oh, this is what I hate about YouTube's automated systems. I love that they're going against automated channels, but everything on YouTube is automated already. That you can never, like, whenever a creator receives a takedown notice, maybe copyright claim is a little bit different because usually at least you can see who is the claimant and you can see the point in the video where it happens. But if your video gets taken down by not following the terms of service or something, they never give you a clear answer to in what moment did something like that happen. And there's no warnings. It just happens, and there's no clear way to contact anyone on YouTube. You can only contact their AI chats these days, or if you have connections, of course, it's easier, but most of us don't.
Get the video, and it says you got a strike, and there's no information whatsoever about it other than it's dangerous content. So what I end up doing is I end up actually...
Yeah, I know a lot of people that do live streaming on YouTube. This happens to them where, I don't know, they do like a 4, 6, 8 hour live stream, and then YouTube takes it down or gives them a strike because, I don't know, maybe there was a millisecond of them reacting to something. They showed something that shouldn't be on the screen or whatever, and the whole channel gets taken down because of that. And there was no even explanation to where that even came from.
Actually, in DaVinci Resolve, you have like this AI transcription feature. So I download everything that I said in the video and I put it through Gemini with their TOS and say, hey, is there anything wrong with this video? And it flagged 2 potential things. So I'll show you here. I'm not even sure if I can, oh, here. Let me show you. There was one here where I was talking about a tool to cut myself out from the background. So it could say that this might actually be a
Yeah, I guess it could be a problematic line if you take it out of context, but yeah, I think that's the main issue with AI tools or these AI overlords that are watching over our channels is that it doesn't understand the context. It doesn't have a context. So if you just read the transcript and you just cut out this point, line 24 and 25, then it might seem like
problem because, you know, self-harm and whatnot. Okay,
Yeah.
so I end up cutting this part out of the video, and there was another part where I essentially made a joke with like clicking on a pop-up ad and winning a Ferrari and losing all your money in your bank account. So I added this, so I removed these bits from it. Okay, I was like, okay, let's make sure there's nothing crazy going on. They must have not liked my jokes. So whilst like I'm re-editing this episode, I appealed the first upload and I asked, what's wrong with the video? Can you point it out to me so I know what's wrong? But I don't think this is justified. And not even in 5 seconds, they essentially deny my claim. So clearly they used the bot AI to
Yeah, exactly. That's what happens. It's all automated. There's no human reviews. There's just
review it for me. So at this point, I go and chat with support, and I ask support, "Hey, can you have a look at this video? Because I don't know what's going."
Oh, this is the worst. By the way, I had some issues on another channel that I needed to reach out to YouTube support, and they have this awesome thing in the YouTube Studio where you can technically it shows that you can contact someone on YouTube right away, and it even shows you that you're in line. Somebody's gonna talk to you in a minute or so. You wait in line. You get to talk to the support, and the support is just an AI bot. But even if you ask it if you are a real person or can I talk to a real person, it gaslights you and it says that, yeah, I am a real person. I'm helping you. I'm here to deal with this and this, and I can help you with that and that. And it's like, it's not a real person. It's giving you the same things every single time. Yeah, let's see what he says about it.
What's going on?
Because like, yeah, it's insane.
And he basically says, we're gonna have a look at this video, but can I help you in any other way? Yeah, I appealed the thing and it got rejected in 5 seconds. They say, well, I can assure you that the people that review the claim are humans. And I was thinking to myself, wow, they must have some busy bee workers there at Google if they managed to re-review my video in 5 seconds. The video's 20 minutes, by the way, but they've done it. Congratulations, Google. You guys are speedy McGee's there.
Yeah, good workers on YouTube.
So that's bullshit. Of course it was AI if it got instantly flagged. But anyway, they basically were not helpful at all. So at this point, I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll just re-edit the video, cut these parts out. I re-upload it. Seems fine. I wait. There's no flags or anything. No copyright strikes, nothing. I'll let it simmer for 3 hours before I start it. So after 3 hours, I hit publish again. Video goes up just fine. It's getting views. 200 views, 300 views, and not even 5 minutes later, boom, it gets flagged. And now I officially had a copyright strike on my channel because you get a warning, copyright strike, and then your channel's essentially terminated.
So yeah, he's talking about strikes, not copyright strikes, but the strikes that you get, and you only get 3 chances, right? Or 2. And yeah, it's kind of scary. And like, I can't really imagine, like, you get a strike on your channel, you talk to YouTube support, to the real human reviewer. He says, hey, yeah, you're fine with uploading this. It's totally fine. And then you upload it, and you get a strike again. That's crazy. And then you only have like 1 chance left, right? Because like, if another video gets picked up by this awesome algorithm or AI system that flags it, then your channel is deleted.
Terminated. So it's
terminated
serious business. Yeah. So at this point, I was like, what is going on? I'm pretty sure there's nothing wrong with the video now. So again, I appeal it. Same story. 5 seconds later, it gets rejected. So at this point, I'm kind of not sure what to do anymore. So I go on X because that's apparently one of the primary ways to get in touch with YouTube now is you go on X.
Yeah, I think that's the only way how to reach YouTube. And you need to have some backup, you need to have a lot of people retweeting, like interacting with your post for YouTube to pick it up, because usually doesn't. But yeah, you gotta go not at YouTube creators, but you gotta tweet at Team YouTube or YouTube support. It's ridiculous. Yeah, we have to use, and it's been going on for, I would say, even 10 years. That the only way how to contact YouTube, it was like way before AI era. The only way how to contact anyone on YouTube was going on Twitter.
X, and you add them. So I explained the situation. They get in DMs with me. I'm not even sure if I can show you any of this, because I have no idea what YouTube considers worthy of showing or not showing here anymore, because from YouTube side, there's zero communication. Speaking of, just as a side tangent here, every conversation, including the X, including on YouTube support, it all felt like I was talking to AI. And to this day, I don't think I ever spoken from...
Oh, that's a good point. I don't even know. Yeah, it might be AI on X as well now. It wasn't like that a couple of years ago, but probably.
Anyone from Google, which is crazy, or from YouTube, I should say. And you might not know this, but I also worked with Google.
And he's not a small like channel. He almost has 1 million subscribers. Like, you would expect that he has ability to reach out to a real human when something is happening with his YouTube channel, but I guess not.
Google for a while. So I thought I might actually, actually get some sort of quicker support, but I guess whatever, it doesn't matter. So I basically asked them, hey, can you have another look at this? What is wrong with the video? I need to get this uploaded. And they basically said, okay, we'll have another look at it. 1 day passes, 2 days passes, 3 days, and they finally get back to me saying, hey, our decision is final. This is dangerous content. By the way, you can view this video on X. I uploaded it there, and yeah, have a look for yourself if you're interested. They said their decision is final and basically left me with a link to their
Oh, that's smart. Wait, he actually, I just realized he made a video, a 12-minute video talking to YouTube, trying to reach out to YouTube on X that way, instead of just like writing to them, but like actually made a video on X about talking to YouTube about resolving this issue.
Yeah, have a look for yourself if you're interested. They said their decision is final and basically left me with a link to their TOS. I told them, I looked at your TOS. Could you point out at least which part of the TOS I'm breaking so I'm educated?
True. Yeah, it's again like kind of gaslighting. If you know what's the issue with the video, just tell me. Give me a timestamp. Let me know. I will not make that mistake again, or I will cut that part out. But they don't.
Could you educate me at least? And they basically said, no, I'm pretty sure we're right. So that's it. That's kind of the way, I guess, YouTube team talks to you, is you're asking them what you're doing wrong, and they're saying that they're right. Cool. Thanks. So at this point, there was no hope. So I pretty much had to take the video down, explain to my sponsorship as well what was going on, and also having to remake a new video. I just find it a little bit crazy how...
Yeah, that's also crazy that this could be a sponsored video that gets deleted off of YouTube, right? And you don't even know the reason why. And then you have to talk to the sponsor and let them know that, hey, sorry, yeah, this sponsored video can't go live because, I don't know, TOS, something.
Oh,
also, there's a new lawsuit happening. I think it's against YouTube. About, I will get into this probably on another live stream, but there's a new lawsuit where YouTube is getting sued about playing ads when people are actually paying for YouTube Premium. So when you pay for YouTube Premium, you don't get any ads, right? That are like before the video or during the video or after. But they're complaining about the fact that even with YouTube Premium, these burnt in ads in videos, which are sponsored segments for the creators, are still being shown. So right now there's a lot of speculation what's going to happen to those parts, and if YouTube is going to allow even to do sponsored segments. I think they will, but I feel like there might be a button to skip that portion already embedded in YouTube Player, something like that. I think YouTube's gonna come up with something like that where those sponsored segments will be skippable. I think there are already extensions for that, but yeah, it's a crazy lawsuit. I will learn more about it and maybe talk about it next time.
I guess, I don't know, for me, I think that after, you know, being a partner here for, you know, for almost a decade now, at least, you know, someone would give me the privilege to have a, you know, one-on-one conversation with them for.
Yeah, once again, you got to realize that, yeah, you even if you are on YouTube, you've been here for 10 years, you're creating great content, it's human-made content, there's no automated system making it, no AI, stuff like that, that you're still using their platform. It's their platform, their rules kind of, and sometimes even those rules are unclear and they can't even tell you what you did wrong, and they just say goodbye to you because there are so many content creators, so much content coming in on YouTube that, of course, they don't have time to talk to every single creator, even with 1 million subscribers. But yeah, I wish
for at least 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes of their time to explain my situation. But I guess that's not the case with YouTube. It's gonna be AI bot after AI bot, and you're gonna get no.
Yeah, at least make a system where, I don't know if this would go well, but like if you could pay with your AdSense, or in general just pay for a YouTube employee to talk to you. If I would like be able to pay like, I don't know, $200 an hour or more for just a consultation with someone from YouTube, so I could actually get some information. But probably, yeah, that's never gonna happen. And then again, that YouTube employee could also make a mistake, and who's at fault then? So
nowhere. Maybe if you're a really, really large channel, then they might get enough pressure that they're.
I like that. Yeah, we talk about if you're a really, really large channel, this guy has 1 million subscribers. So what?
You're gonna have a proper human look at it. But other than that, I'm not really sure how the future of YouTube is looking. And now I basically have a copyright, not a copyright strike, but a normal strike on my channel. That means if I end up getting another one, who knows how, then I can't upload for 2 weeks. And then the third one basically terminates the channel. So it's just pretty serious. It's pretty crazy. I also want to thank Coding with Antonio specifically, because he raised a lot of the awareness that I was going through on.
Okay, good job, Coded with Antonia. Thankfully, we have X that we can actually reach out to YouTube at some point. But at the same time, yeah, I don't even know if that's a human reply on X, or maybe that's also automated. I don't see any updates. I was hoping for, this is published 4 days ago. I will link it below, but I was hoping to see an update that everything is cleared out, but looks like it's not. So yeah, it kind of sucks if you are a creator on YouTube. You don't even have to do a mistake. You don't even have to make a mistake to get banned on YouTube. That's the world we're living in. And also, there's no way to contact anyone about it and ask what you can improve, how can you fix it, or what to look out for. Like sometimes I have heard dozens of stories like these, and the main issue is that they don't tell you what you did wrong or what is against TOS. They just send you to the TOS documentation, read it, learn it. Yeah, you did something wrong there, and that's it. And you don't really, you can't improve. You can't learn from the mistakes. So sad to hear that happened to him. Hopefully he doesn't get another strike, and hopefully none of you guys get any strikes on YouTube. All right, so I think that's it for today's live stream. I think I've been live for about an hour and a half, not too long. But yeah, this was my first live stream here on YouTube. I kind of enjoyed it. I wonder if I will make them in the future. I think I will. I want to make these into series. Maybe not weekly, maybe bi-weekly live streams would be great. At least I can get some momentum going here and actually start creating on YouTube, right? Even if it's in live stream way. So yeah, thank you for watching, everyone who joined in, everyone who's watching this afterwards. Let me know in the comments below, because I don't typically like to leave live streams public after it ends, because it's kind of weird. But at the same time, I'm the one who watches a lot of live streams that have ended already, so recordings of them. So maybe someone have enjoyed this episode a year from now, who knows. Anyways, thank you for watching, thank you for being here. Let me cut to my timer scene, which says starting now, but let's change it to thanks for watching. As you can see, I'm totally ready for this. I'm prepared and well. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.